So Uganda has officially started making smartphones. And interestingly enough, I got to hear about this over the internet. What's up? Welcome to the channel. Linus is the name, and it's great to have you here. Now, Uganda has officially started making smartphones, and the funny thing is I just got to know about this over the internet. Now I got back from one of those trips I normally do when I go to do other things out of Kampala, and as soon as I got back, my inbox was just flooded, and everybody was like, hey, have you heard about Mi One? Have you heard about Mi One? Have you checked out the Mi One phone? And I'm like, what is all this Mi One hype going on? So I go over to Twitter, which is now known as X, and scroll through, and I'm just seeing lots of influencers dropping pictures and short videos of them unboxing the phone and all of that. And I'm like, okay, fine, that's a good move, and it's a great move to have Ugandans actually involved in the launch of a product, and also it's good to have locally manufactured products. In this particular case, we have a phone that is being manufactured in Uganda, in particular in the Mbale Industrial Park. Now, talking about the phones themselves, the images of the phones I've seen look good. Of course, there are certain bits and pieces that are missing now. For instance, if I may just look through some of those that I've seen online, Mi One launched the Joy 9. Joy 9, I think, is one of their phones. The phone is said to have 128 GB of internal storage, 8 GB of RAM, a 50 megapixel AI triple camera, 16 megapixel selfie camera. Actually, they call it 16 megapixel glowing selfie camera, and then a 6.6 inch water drop display and 90 hertz refresh rate. So that's just one of them that I did get to see online. And then there was also another bit which I think was I didn't get the name though, but according to the images I saw on Twitter there, now called X, they say it has 108 megapixel double camera, 16 megapixel glowing selfie camera, 90 hertz refresh rate on the screen, and a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Now, all these specs, when you combine them, they look like they can actually give you a good smartphone. I am yet to get my hands on one. If you're somebody from Mi One and you're watching this, do get me a copy of one of these phones. Let's actually dive into the nitty-gritty and get the information out there. So if you're watching this video and you're from Mi One, please reach out, techselectug@gmail.com, or just drop me that email, definitely, techselectug@gmail.com, and I shall definitely be getting back to you, and we get to discuss this phone. Because now, for instance, yes, the phone awareness has been done. Images of the phone have gone out there. I've seen celebrities holding it and all of that. But for we, the people who look at details, for instance, you want to give someone a reason of why should he, let's say, maybe sell his current phone and buy the Mi One phone. These specs alone look good, they look promising, but then further convincing needs somebody to actually explain and see what the look and feel is like. Now, for instance, based on what I've seen online, I don't know what version of Android these phones are running. Is it a tweaked version? Is it a custom skin? Is it the bare bones version of Android? Is it updatable to the latest version of Android? These are things that we do not know. Hopefully, when I do get a device, I shall have answers to these questions. The experience, what is the user experience like? Does it overheat when it is stressed? What happens? How fast does the battery drain? These are all things that need to be explained, and somebody has got to use the phone for a while and actually get to explain them. That's what I'm saying. If you're watching this and you're from Mi One, do reach out to me. You can just drop me in the comment section. If you know somebody who knows somebody, get me in touch with the guys at Mi One. Also, what we don't know is the build material. What are these phones made out of? Is it ordinary plastic? Do you have some glass in there? Is it titanium like we're seeing other companies do it? Is it metal? Is it like, these are details that we do not have. And then finally, the camera performance. You see, megapixels can people hype megapixels so much, but for a very long time, Apple had a 16 megapixel camera on the iPhones, and that 16 megapixel camera was outdoing all these crazy megapixels cameras on Android. So sometimes looking just at megapixels does not necessarily give somebody the perfect representation of camera experience. So we don't know what the camera performance is on this phone. So hopefully when I do land my hands on one, we'll get to review and check out all of these things, and I'll definitely be shooting that video showing you all the nitty-gritties that I'll be finding if I actually do get my hands on a copy of the Mi 1 phone made in Uganda. I actually look forward to this one. I for long have advocated, you know, for things that are made in Uganda. That's the whole reason as to why I love this channel. This channel here is dedicated to everything Uganda. We build our own, we push our own, and I've always tried my best to, you know, to bring information to the public here about things that are happening in our country, Uganda, especially in light of tech and, you know, in the technology world and just development world. So generally having a phone that is made in Uganda gives me the hope that yes, we're taking strides in the right direction, and also it just gives me the joy and courage to say that, you know what, we are actually moving in the right direction. Now what is missing is actually me getting my hands on said phone, and we get to see is it a fingerprint magnet, how scratch resistant is that screen, how drop resistant is the phone. You know, it's the small nitty-gritties that people want to know, in that should somebody sell their exact, you know, the current phone they're holding and get the Mi 1, how does it compare to other phones that are out there, like maybe Techno or iPhone or you know, Google Pixel? How does it compare to all these other phones that are already in the market when you put them side by side? How do you basically rate your phone in terms of that camera that you're telling us 108 megapixels, 50 megapixels? In terms of low light, how good is it? What kind of picture does it produce? What hidden features are in the camera? Can I take a raw photo? Can I do, in terms of video, what is the highest resolution it can shoot? Does it have image stabilization? These are all questions that are not answered by just us looking at the pictures on social media. So if you are watching this, somebody from Mi 1 or anybody that knows somebody that can get me in touch with the guys at Mi 1, please do so. Drop me in the comments right there. Drop me a comment right there, and I shall definitely go and get that done, because hey, this information has got to go out. These phones here have got to make Uganda proud, that is for sure. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you are subscribed to this video, to this channel, and of course that subscription does help us move forward. Thank you so much to everybody that is locked onto this channel and always watches my videos religiously. Thank you very, very much. But for today, thank you so much, and I shall see you in the next video, hopefully a one-on-one with the Mi 1 phone. See you next one. Bye.